Hey folks, how you doing? Just a little disclaimer, this video could be a little talking about really different subjects and stuff like that. And currently, I have this for viewers who are over 18 to watch this, but just a fair warning because I'm talking about the Night Stalker, and they're nothing really nice to say about this person at all. Um, so I'm trying to catch up to stuff I watch in the hospital. I'm a little behind a lot of these videos, and I'm trying to make it up right now. Also, I'm doing open baseball cards. Also, Max is doing his reviews and stuff like that. And thank for the subscribers. Our subscribers been going up lately, and I'm very happy about that. I just want to get better doing this. I always wanted to do these kind of stuff all my life, and we'll see what happens, boys and girls. All right, let's get to this. Okay, let's talk about this. I saw this 4-piece documentary in the hospital. It's The Night Stalker, The Hunt for the Serial Killer. It was on Netflix. Came out in 2021. Richard Ramirez. He was born in 1960 and died in I think it was some kind of personal hospital in 2013. He was born in El Paso, Texas. Um, and of course, in '96, he married one of his groupies. Interesting marriage. Hey, his scribe his crime thing happened from June 1984 to August of 1985 between San Francisco and LA. I think he had a friend in LA. I think a lot of stuff he did was he got little souvenirs from the victims, and he robbed people and stole, or the victims he killed or robbed. He stole it in some pawn shops or something like that, or on the streets to help him out with his drugs problem and get around. The cars he traveled, he stole cars. That's the way he traveling. What made his unique was he didn't really go one place. Different parts of L.A. And I think they did a case of him murdering some little girl in San Francisco. They figured out, I think right after his death, from DNA, you know, tied her up in the basement. I'm gonna get more details about what happened with her, but it was not something in her little brush cell. Way he saw his sister. Um, I'm always curious about serial killers. I always know why they went to this kind of direction in their lives. A lot of times, I believe they have something in their brain that they can't control their urges. It could be sexual or frail to hunt, or it could be other things. I'm not an expert, in this kind of field, but that's one thing I noticed about watching these documentaries about serial killers. It's like it's mostly frail to hunt and some kind of sexual thing too. Most cases. Let's go on about this guy. Um, he had like 13 counts of murder, 5 counts attempted murder, 11 counts of sexual assault. 11 counts of assault, 14 counts of burglary. That's something to know about him. He was sentenced to death during the trial. I forgot what year. I didn't write that down. He was sent to San Quentin prison and later died at a different location. I think it was for a while. He was in San Francisco jail there too. Um, it's crazy. Like how many his uncle he had his. I guess his dad was overbearing. Father, he was a cop. He used to hide out into graveyards and sleep there. So I guess graves were more peaceful. I kind of did that. I used to get drunk at graveyards. Didn't do any drugs in Half Moon Bay. Only place that you could drink alone. We're not really alone. But I guess he got involved in a lot of drugs. He had a horrible uncle who taught him, he was in Vietnam vet, who taught him how to sneak, become a peeping Tom. I guess they used to go around, be peeping Toms, so he kind of taught him how to be a good peeping Tom, how to sneak and stick around. That's the reason it took so long to find this young man. Um, he saw him, like, have pictures of him at Vietnam, horrible pictures of these people he killed or things he saw Vietnam. So this guy really had, I think his sister or somebody tried to help him out, but and of course he witnessed of his uncle um, killing his wife. So I don't know what year, how old for that. So there's a lot of things going on: drugs, bad influence, some kind of weird sexual thing, or bad influence. It- who knows what kind of life he would have. Basically, he worked at Holiday Inn around his area. Basically, what happened was he had keys to the hotel. I guess he waited for his husband to leave. He left. The husband left, and and the wife was still at the hotel. I guess he got the keys to the hotel. Attempted to rape her, and I guess the husband sold this and beat the crap out of him. And then later they didn't want to come back to Texas because they're out of state. And then they say, well, I think it happened in different states. I think it was Texas. I think this happened in New Mexico. I think I'd be wrong. Let me know in the comment section. I think it was New Mexico, not really Texas. But they're out of state. They didn't want to press charges because they didn't want to come back, or maybe the wife didn't want to live. So the prices were dropped. So I don't know what year he went to L.A. That's when he had his little murder scene. Also, a couple things he to do is kidnap young children and break their house and take them or see them, do awful things to them, just drop them off and say, you're at a gas station and say, hey, that's a payphone. Call your parents where you're at. Um, and they actually interview one of those young victims who he assaulted. And in the whole entire time, it's like, I can't control this to her. You know, it just let her go to the bathroom and did more bad things. I'm not going to say the things he did because something I don't want to talk about. I'm not that cruel human being. And most victims were, I guess, were old people. He, or there was one case that he broke into one woman's house, attempted to murder her, and molested a young boy at the house. But what made it really hard because he didn't leave too many clues. I guess he left a footprint and fingerprint or one little fingerprint and stuff like that. So I guess his uncle taught him really well how to do this. He went like different parts of L.A. I'm not sure I know he did one crime thing in San Francisco later on. Once again, he was they found from DNA after his death, I think. Um, the one time they always caught the guy, he had like some kind of teeth. They knew that he had some kind of teeth problem, and some kind of reason they located the dinner he was going to, and then for weeks they had a cop there, and then they got for some reason they took a call from the area, and then they from the dentist office, and they gave him some kind of button to push if he shows up. And I guess when he showed up, and they said I did press the button, he never showed up. I mean, they show up, talked about how he show up or was a story about him. And does he contacts? I pushed the button and you guys never showed up. Turns out the button was broken, but he, the dentist could have contacted the cop or called the cops or something. You know what I mean? When he's not in the area. So that would always be a big mystery. Um, Also, they talk about earlier in the documentary. He talks to one girl described him being stalked by him. He had these black eyes. You know what I mean? No soul in it. I guess he was heavy satanic worship too. Hell, Satan. He said that during the court thing. And women liked him. I guess when they arrested him, women were going crazy. One girl flashed at him when he was getting sensitive. But the way he got caught him is like, I guess he was acting weird, and some young boy seen him, and he wrote down the license plate. I think he recognized the car he was driving, and write down like partial license plates, and then got ideal who this guy was. And I guess at a time I think he went to New Mexico to visit, and then he came back. When he came back, he found these pictures of him, and then everybody started recognizing him. And and then the whole mob of them caught up to him and beat the crap out of him. They said the word murder in Spanish. I don't remember the word. If you know the word, put in the comment section. Um, please. Or write something. Subscribe to my channel. So it just he was very good. They couldn't really solve the murder. They talked about the cops, how much time and effort they put into it. I mean, it's amazing how much time, I mean, brace with their family. The guy maybe got like 2 hours of sleep. I mean, you're just better off just sleeping in the office and waking up like, ooh, gotta go back to work. Time and effort. They interviewed basically the victims, or the victim's family, or the cops were involved in the ones who take it. I guess the guy in jail with this hellside killer and Sean Penn. They only talked Sean Penn in the documentary, but it turns out Sean Penn was next show next to him. I think he hit a photographer at the time. So it's kind of interesting, the people he met up in jail ever got arrested. So this guy wasn't nothing good, decent about this person, just pure evilness. I had no respect for these people. Are cowards. You know, most of the victims were old or kids, ones that can't really fend themselves, and especially attack them. Most of these guys were the night stalker even at night, so even the best time when people are not, full aware of their surroundings. Um, that's pretty much it. This video's getting almost like 10 minutes long. Let me know you seen the documentary, what you think of it. Please, subscribe, like, stuff. Let me know what you think about if you've seen the series or not, and your opinions about these serial killers. I always want to know what people their opinions about it. Also, you go down to LA, they have like the killer tour. You go around checking places where bad things happen. Also, there's a death museum. They have like souvenirs from serial killers, and they have like the Heaven's Gate, uh, actual beds and the clothes they're wearing, and because they're dummies. Also, yeah, that big. Also, they had like a statue of G.D. Allen, and then they have another statue, they have like some kind of other thing that looks like his grave. Some maybe got buried. So let me know. Okay, you have a good day. Like and subscribe. This is an interesting channel. We try different things. Opening cards, ghost hunting. I got night vision camera to try 360 cameras. Go to different places, historic sites. Kind of live where I cook because I'm not that rich. But any kind of donation will help. Do more traveling. Right. Thank you very much.